Hi, I'm Brian from Leisure Travel Vans, and today we're going to be doing a brief walkthrough on the Ford Transit gas chassis. Let's start by taking a look under the hood. The first thing we're going to have to do is pop the hood. So the hood release is going to be located right underneath here. If you just reach your hand underneath the storage cubby right here, you're going to feel the release. Just pull it back towards you and you feel the hood open up. So at this point the hood is still locked in place. So there's a little release lever right in here. You just need to get your hand in there, push it over to the left and lift up. So this is that lever that I'm referring to. The hood itself is not on springs, so you have to make sure you put the prop rod up to make sure it stays up safe. And that's going to be going in right into here. It has a little arrow pointing right where that's supposed to be locking into. So underneath the hood you're going to find things like this. The coolant reservoir is located right here. Your brake reservoir. This is where you're going to fill your oil. And this one's listed at a 5W30 for oil. There's the dipstick located back here for checking your oil. Right here, there's also a charging port. If you flip this little red thing open like this, there's going to be a little post in here. This would be the positive post for the chassis batteries. So you can hook up the positive jumper for either jumping the battery or for charging right here, and then find a grounding point. Let's say like right here, there's another ground point right there. You can hook that up to the ground terminal for charging. So we'll keep that closed, lock it in place. As we move further down, you'll see this is obviously your engine right here. So here's your intake for your internal heating system right here. Moving further down, this is your washer fluid right here. So you just pop that open and you can fill that with washer fluid. So for doing the oil changes, make sure you check your owner's manual for specific time frames for that. It is also listed on the dashboard. There is an oil life monitor as well. But again, check your owner's manual for that, for the intervals on that. Generally, I'd say we want to change oil anywhere from once to twice a year, depending on how much you're driving it. But again, check the owner's manual to see what your intervals are. So now when we're closing the hood, we're just going to remove the prop rod like this. Make sure it's locked into its position here in this yellow clip. And then just lower it down, making sure it's fully closed. So on your chassis as well, you're going to notice in the middle of the windshield at the top, there's going to be an area where there's a couple sensors. Always try to make sure that area is clean to make sure those sensors are working properly. When you open up your chassis door on the B pillar of both the passenger and driver side, you're going to see multiple stickers on the side here. So we're going to go through a little bit of what these stickers are and what they represent. We're going to start first on the driver's side. So at the top here we have the EEE LTV Emergency Roadside Assistance number. This is the number you would call in the event that you need a boost or something like that, or you need help on the side of the road. This is the number that you can call here. Going further down, you're going to see a long yellow sticker. So this yellow sticker right here, this is what shows some of your weight capacities for your coach. Going further down, here we have a list for the tires, the recommended tires and pressures. Further down here, this is an LTV sticker. On this one here, it'll actually have your LTV serial number located at this top right corner. And down here, this is the actual chassis VIN number here. So among that, there's also some other recommended items in here as well, like tire sizes and as well as some of the weight ratings for the axles and so on. So this is a warning sticker right here. This is just to ensure that all pilot lights and appliances are turned off when you're fueling your coach. So to fuel your coach, that's right here. This is your fuel fill. On this coach, it takes gasoline, not diesel. So just always be aware of what you're needing to fill in your coach. Going further down, there's another Ford motor vehicle emissions confirmation sticker. And then down here is also another Ford Motor Company sticker. This one is also listing things like the tire pressures, the VIN number of the chassis as well. So if you want to see what the tire pressures are specifically for your coach, always check these stickers on the side here. They will list the correct tire pressures. These tire pressures are set by the manufacturer of the chassis, and we go according to those ratings. Those ratings are set according to what the max load would be for that chassis. So assuming that the chassis will be loaded fully up, that's what those tire pressures are rated for. So always check these pressures here to make sure that they are correct. So over on the passenger side, we've got a few more stickers as well. You look at the top, these two are the same as on the driver's side. Again, it's the roadside assistance number and some of the weight ratings for your specific coach. As we come all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see another label right here. This one is actually telling you what the paint codes are for your coach. So for your specific coach, you can look this up. That has the paint codes, and you can take these paint codes over to a paint store that will mix up some automotive paint. And with those paint codes, they should be able to mix up some touch-up paint for you. So the chassis batteries are located underneath the driver's seat. To access them, there's a lever right here that you can pull up on for the seat. Slide the seat forward. We'll just bring the seat backrest forward a little bit as well. And this is where you're going to find the batteries right here. There's two batteries located underneath these covers. So if you do ever need to access them, this is where they're located. So the seats on the Transit chassis, they have the backrest can be adjusted. The The seat can come up as well. There's also different supports that you can adjust here as well. But there's also a lever right here that you can use to swivel. So you take this lever and you pull that lever forward, and the chair can now swivel around. This is available both on the driver and passenger side. And so it is easier to swivel when you have the outside door open. You can stand from the outside. It's a lot easier to access them. You can do it from the inside, but it's just a little simpler from the outside.